To a primetime news follow-up now, the police have attributed yesterday's deadly crash in St. Anne to speeding. And as Kirk Wright reports, the crash victims remain in hospital.
Chief Executive Officer of the St. Anne's Bay Hospital, Delroy Morgan, says all 26 victims from the crash remain in hospital. 4 are in critical condition. TVJ News understands that 2 of them underwent major surgery Sunday night. Mr. Morgan commended his staff for managing the chaotic situation they were faced with when the victims arrived at the hospital.
While the medical team was working on managing the patient inside of the A&E, there's another team was going through our ward looking at patient that we could discharge today, and that was done. And we also reopened a ward that we were working on in terms of refurbishing that ward to accommodate some additional patients. And what we have found is an additional 12 bed space.
The vehicles, a Toyota Coaster bus traveling from Kingston to Montego Bay, collided with a Toyota Hiace traveling from Brownstown to Ocho Rios on the Landover Main Road just outside Runaway Bay. The driver of the Toyota Hiace and one of his passengers died. He's been identified as Kermit Grant. The deceased driver's sister says her brother was very reserved and that he had been a bus driver for a long time now.
He's been doing it for quite a while now. He was on the Ocho Rios to Brownstown, then he stopped and he went back to Cavalry route, Brownstown to Cavalry, and then for maybe 2 weeks or so now, he went back on this route, Brownstown to Ocho Rios route. And it's been a while that he hasn't been out on a Sunday morning, and this morning it so happened that he left and sit there.
The area for years is known as a regular crash spot, this despite several efforts by the police. ACP Calvin Allen is in charge of the Area 2 Police Division.
I just want to remind all drivers, whether you're a public passenger operator or otherwise, that excessive speed coupled with improper overtaking is double jeopardy, is double disaster. And these are the things that we are seeing playing out. So drivers, remember that you are entrusted with the lives of your passengers. They are depending upon you to transport them safely from where they are picked up to where they are going. So please exercise greater maturity and greater patience as you use the various corridors.
But he hinted that the police will not relent on its vigilance to prosecute motorists who flout the law.
That Landover corridor is not one for motorists to fool around on. So we will naturally continue to keep our presence along that corridor to look out for those miscreants. Whilst we can't be at all the points along the corridor, we will be there, we will continue to be there to look out for these persons who are breaching the Road Traffic Act.
Kirk Wright, TVJ News.